What's up live? What's up Facebook group? If you're checking in, had to figure out how to get to the Facebook group because there's some new stuff going on. But man, today we're gonna talk a little bit about unlocking your financial freedom. Really, it's all about cleaning the real estate with me. Like honestly, cleaning the real estate is the whole thing. So we're gonna break down a little bit what we're talking about in there. Let me get a couple of people on, but right now, man, I just wanna wait. Wait till we get a couple of people on right now. I wanted to go into something, but as I start going in and seeing people come in, and then I had to start it back over. So I just just talk a little bit, get this on, and then as I put it up, I edit the front part. But let's see what we got coming on here. We got a little people coming. Let me see what we got going on. All right, all right. No, shoot. Let's see what we got. Let's see what's going on. So we here. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Get a couple more people time to come in. All right. Let's see. All right, man. Today we're gonna talk about. Let me get my notes up, man, so I can go ahead and get into this, man, because this is one of my favorite topics. This is gonna be a good one. When you walk away today, if whoever listening right now, when you walk away today, you're gonna have some clarity on some other stuff. I'm gonna go into investing and how you maneuver. Oh, looking at the wrong. I'm glad ain't nobody on but about two people. So I'm looking at the wrong camera today. I'm working with another camera so I have a better clarity. So I'm not using my uh computer. They don't have a good camera. So let's see how that works. Having to look at the camera instead of looking at my computer is a little different, but we're gonna figure this thing out. All right. So we're gonna talk about unlocking financial freedom, man. What is the plan? Right. So we all talk about multiple streams of income. We talk about how we want financial freedom, we want to leave a legacy. These are my favorite topics to talk about. So when I found this coming up on my live, I'm like, yes, this is one of my best ones, right? I'm ready, man. So if you tuned in on this one here, you're gonna get a lot of game, some stuff that I'm talking about street experience, right? It's some stuff that I curated from reading and applying, and now I have my own experience to show somebody which way to go if they want to go the way that I went. You know what I mean? So let's go in and unlocking financial freedom and how we can do that from a cleaning business and move on up to something else. Because see, my thing is my whole goal is from cleaning the real estate in a matter of years. Right. And the reason why I say from cleaning the real estate in a matter of years, because I took myself from a sticky situation, got into a cleaning business. Then I took myself into investing in real estate in a matter of 2 years, right? In 2.5 years. So in a matter of years, I can't went from the bottom to having real estate. I ain't gonna say to the top because hey, it's some lumps in there too that you have to go in. But now I have an asset, right? And so much knowledge is given going around, but what are the assets that you're looking to accomplish, right? So as you start to build your wealth, or you start to put your plan in action, because see, right now, most of the people that's following me, if you tuned in to one of the 5 or 6 people that tuned in right now, then you are on the plan to leave a financial freedom. You don't have it yet. You're on the way. You're looking for some guidance. You have obtained a plan. You might not have a plan. You might not even know what a plan is about. Today, we're going to go over some of them things right now and how to structure a plan for you. I say from cleaning the real estate because it makes sense. See, first thing, when I find out and I talk to young entrepreneurs, let me clean my fingers on the low because I know they got to be clean, man. Just left a job, man, a big job too. I had to come in and get myself together. But we want to make sure that we from cleaning the real estate, right? So we want to make sure with some strategic things that we do on our ascent, on our way to getting this thing together, right? Because I see a lot of people in the business and they come and they talk and they say, man, I want to do this and I want to do that. And most of them that when they say they want to do real estate or they want to do something else, but I talk to them and I find out that they don't have a structure in their business to get them to that point. What I mean by that is they structure their business for where they are today. All right, let me jump in a little bit deeper. All right, so where you want to go tomorrow with your business today is how you should engage in your opportunities today. Does that make sense? And let me break it down. Because see, I wanted to go to real estate, right? So inside of me wanting to go to invest in real estate, and some of you, most of you that's following me will want to do real estate as well, because that's what I hear. So you want to go to real estate, right? But you're in the cleaning business. Now, how do you get from A to B? Right? So the thing is this: focus on the B. And you know you already at A. Right? So getting into real estate was my thing. I'm getting into a cleaning business and I'm focusing on how to get into real estate. First thing first is I need somebody to sell real estate. I need a realtor. I need an investment realtor. I need a bank man. I need a mortgage lender. I need a team of people, right? So once you know that, now you start to tailor your strategic partners in your cleaning business with those people that can get you to your next venture. Why not? Why not? Because see, this is the thing. In any business, business is relationships, right? So in relationships, you want to make sure you pick strategic people to get you on along the way. A lot of us right now, we talk about we don't have the people we need in our corner. Ain't nobody supporting us. I used to hear that. I really don't hear it no more. I just say it because that's what I hear other people say. But I don't hear that. But I know people that say that, right? Because I was there. I was there. I don't have nobody in my corner. I realized nobody's supposed to be in my corner right now. I'm a lone wolf. I'm the entrepreneur. I'm doing something that no one in my family has ever seen. Right? So who is going to be in my corner? They never seen the corner that I'm in. But all right, we're not going to talk about that. Let's get back to what we on. Let's get back to what we on, right? So investing in tips. Let me get back to my notes because I would just start to talking and just go on and on and on. I use my notes really to stay on point so I could go ahead and stay on subject. Some people say they tune in for a certain reason, and then I go all the way around. Although it makes sense, I want to get better. You know what I mean? I want to get better. All right, so right now we're going to talk about, again, investing for the future. How do you structure your life if you're in the cleaning business or if you're in another business? How do you structure that business for multiple streams? Yes, I do have multiple streams. Now, at times, they don't feel like it. At times, multiple streams, when all of them streams stop, get cut up. Let's say it this way. You got a business, and when that money get funny, don't think that other streams don't do the same thing. So what if all three streams do the same thing at the same time? Oh, Lord of mercy. But we're going to talk about how we get there first, right? How do we get there? How do we get there? There's a lot of lessons along the way I got for you. A lot of things. I see a lot of people giving me good feedback. They love the live. So I'm going to keep on going with it, all right? So we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about understanding investments. Like, what investment do you want to get in? Do you want to do crypto? I do a little bit, but we ain't going to go into that, all right? I like real estate. All right. So that's what we're going to focus on. I have a little bit in stock that I bought in 2020 when the oil went down. We're not talking about that either. Again, I focus on cleaning to real estate in a matter of years. That's it. All right. So what do you want to buy? I want to do real estate. Okay. What does it look like? And I want to do cleaning. What does that look like? All right. Once we have a picture of what something looked like, we can go purchase it. It says somebody, hey man, I want to go get them new shoes. Which ones? Man, the new ones. Which ones? All right. So first of all, which one of the real estate you want to get in? Do you want to get a single family home? Are you that person that has a wife or a husband, and then you started your cleaning business, so y'all are renting, and now you moving into your dream home for the first home? Are you that person? Because then I tell you, hey, it might not be what I would tell you to do. Because that's not what I look for. Financial freedom, how to set things up for the future. So I'm looking for an investment that's going to kick back money. Reason why sometimes you can't be unevenly yoked with somebody that don't have the same vision as you. It calls it division. We're not talking about that either. Hey, I just go and I hit on certain points that I want to go on in later on about the division and two people having one vision. I mean, where it's really one vision, you got another person have another vision. Two dividing, and so now they divide your vision, right? So we won't talk about that today, but that'll be in a later one as we talk about how to push through those things. Because see, I had to do that. I had to push through what other people didn't believe in, what I knew I could do just to invest in some real estate, man. It's daunting. It almost took me out of here. Like my heart was going wow when I was closing. It was so many different things, so many different paperworks they need. Again, cleaning the real estate in a matter of years. How are you lining up your paperwork? One thing about me when I was getting into real estate, guess what they said? This is what they said. Right? They said, man, you sure know how to give the paperwork back fast. Like I had my stuff in folders. I was ready to go because I had a cleaning business and I had to learn how to put my stuff in order because I wanted to do real estate and I knew they were going to need a lot of paperwork. So me knowing that already, I started to structure my business system so I could actually have what I needed when it was time to do what I needed to do because I knew I was going to do it. Bring something else. Some people don't know they're going to do it. They trying to do it. I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try to get into real estate. I'm going to try it. Your words is an investment to yourself. Invest in the words that you choose. Invest in the people that you have around you so you can understand what words they're giving you. So many times I shut people down and they say that I'm hard-headed or I'm arrogant or whatever they call me. But I must shut people down when they're giving me gibberish. And I mean by how you gonna do this? When did this happen? When did like I don't even know yet. All I know is that I gotta push through. That's how it was at that point. Right. And some of you might be in the same point. You might not know and they asking you. Yes, some people asking you because they want to help you plan, but some people asking you because they really don't give a okay. All right. They just want to see that you know what I mean? But you got to know the two. All right. So we're going to go over the pathway to financial freedom, what I think my pathway is. Now, I have caveat, I had financial freedom for a little while. for a change in 2020. And we'll talk about that. I tell people all the time, I was financially free. And for me, financially free means that I am making more money in my business. I'm not working and I could pay off my lifestyle. Meaning that if my bills is 3,500 and I'm paying myself out of my business $4,000 and I'm not into the building, I see myself as financially free right now. I had about 6 months of it. I had about 6 months of it. Hey, but hey, when I had those 6 months, I didn't know what to do. I was going to the gym in the middle of the day. I was going shopping when nobody was in the store. And I'm starting to realize why people that structure their life better make better decisions, well, have more time to do things. Because not only do you're not going to the short to the grocery store when everybody get off work because you've been at the buildings, you're going in the middle of the day because everybody's at work, they're in the buildings. So you can go in the grocery store, pop, 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 get what you want. You out, you can hit the gym, get what you want to do in the middle of the day. It don't even have to be early in the morning. But see, that's my issue. I was going in the middle of the day. See, I should have been building my business. I calling on the phone, but we get on that. That's not what we talk about. Those are some of the lessons that I have and I learned along the way. Let me just go on and get in here because man, man, let's get out of here. All right. So the importance of personal and business investments. Now, I think it's very important for us to have personal and business investments. And what I mean by that is my personal investments are in the people that I invest in. Like I have a small group of people that I invest in. Now I have a group of people that's in my cleaning business that I invest in. And what I mean is I've invest my time, my frustration, my learning, my education. I invest a way for them to understand how to use what they have today and get them to tomorrow. Right. And so I invest in those people. I used to invest in a lot of my people that come to my business, and I realized some of them, their mindset just wasn't there. So you'll go to a certain point in your business or in your life, you start to figure out that they don't want it. They don't want it. But I'm gonna tell you something. Those people that you're going through that with right now, that you want to give it, those are people that are training you. They training you. That's that resistance. They training you so when you ready to go and give it to the world, that you ready. So you got to have all the naysayers and the backbiters. You need that. You need that. I tell people all the time, those people around you that you think supposed to support you, if they support you, it will hurt you because you don't have that resilience to bust through them. Man, I got to bust through the people in my household because they maybe want to watch TV. No, I'm not finna kick. No, we're no, man. I'm not watching Netflix. I don't really watch TV. No, we can put on the little music and turn it down low where I can go on and focus on what I got to do. Now, if we can't do that, then I'm gonna holler at you. You know what I mean? So it's some of that type of determination and the resilience that you put into it, and you have to get it. Cause see, people say they want millions of dollars out here, but they live in the same way that people around us is not making millions of dollars to live. And then they'll tell me, you got to have a work-life balance. Dude, I'm going to be real. I don't think Elon Musk them got work-life balance. And then, again, you say, you might not want to be like that, okay? So, hey, all I'm saying is you must be focused in who you invest your personal time with, right? Those are the personal investments that I make. Now, business investments are amazing. Now, sometimes you will invest in business in multiple different ways. Again, I start with investing in people. So the people that I put in my business are business investments to me, right? Now, I bet I invest in other machinery. I had a job today. I went and rented a machine. To me, that was an investment in renting a machine. I put the machine rental in the bill, so it really probably wasn't even an investment. As I think about it, no, it wasn't. But when I buy one, that was an investment because so that's an investment. But putting it into the bill and they paying for it, I don't know. I wouldn't call it a good investment. I mean, I wouldn't call it an investment. That might be strategically, but I wouldn't say it's an investment. But investment in your business would be buying you some material, buying you some equipment, buying you a coach, purchasing you software, right? Those are good investments in your business. Now, also, your business could invest in another business for you. Hence, this is the reason why I invested in my other business, which is Away Global. So I have a cleaning company, and cleaning the real estate must have systems. If you're gonna have a real estate mindset and you want to buy multiple properties, you want to have multiple dwellings, you might need somebody to do a little calling. Hey, you want to sell that home? You want to sell that home? Some of y'all saying, hey, my cleaning business, what you need? Can I get a cold caller? Oh, so my focus was this. If I'm going from cleaning to real estate in a matter of years, why would I just get a cold caller? Why not build a cold calling system? Then I'm gonna need to market my real estate. So my cleaning company need marketing. My real estate needed marketing. So my second business might as well be something that I can market my cleaning to real estate in a matter of years. So there it is. 2020 hit, lost a big account. I was getting paid for marketing. They wouldn't let me out. And so I invested in another company, a marketing company. I invested in training my VAs to learn how to use software. I invested in learning how to put a system in place. So now, not only can I learn the system on how to grow my cleaning company, because see, I had to learn marketing. I had to learn how to put people together. It's a business. I had to learn how to charge people now. So now I'm charging people. I just had a guy go up to the $1,150 package, $800 package. I got a cleaning business $800 package where you get virtual assistant hours. Then I have a guy that moved up because he didn't have enough hours. He went to 1150. Now you get a whole team for $1,150 a month, right? That's an investment he has in the company. But what I had to show him was this. I had to show him the mindset of not see what we look for as investment. And what I did a couple of times, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you from experience. I got into a franchise and I was investing in my company through a franchise, right? I was investing through my company in a franchise. And what happened was I was building it with boots on the ground. And when I say boots on the ground, I'm trying to get this man in here to do the building, I'm trying to get this person to do the building. I'm trying to do so I'm focusing this way, right? When I got a whole business behind me that I had to go home and run. But then I said, you know what? These people here in front of me are not doing right. So now I'm getting frustrated. Some of you probably getting frustrated with the people in front of you now. There's some people behind you that you think to stand behind you that I can help you with. And that's why I started building my business different. 2020, we had COVID. I flipped everything around. I started saying, you know what? Since we losing buildings, since I lost 25,000 a month, since these people were charging me $1,500 a month for marketing, and since I couldn't get out, let me start something else. Sound crazy, don't it? And that's what happened. I don't know why. I feel like some hair in my nose. I keep touching my nose. But let me. So I started to let me see, but get back to my thing. When I get to talking and don't stay on this, my screen cut off, and but I'm not there yet to where I could just go straight down the thing, man. I tell y'all that every time. If you're looking for somebody that's scripted, that's gonna go from that straight, that's not gonna be me. I gotta get it to you real authentic, like real, right? So that's just me. All right, so here we go, building that second business. Because we're saying we're going from cleaning to real estate in a matter of years. So how do you do that? You have to have systems in place. First thing first is in your cleaning business. What I did was I built my cleaning business with me being the system. I was the head, the two. I had to do everything. I was in a franchise. They were taking 22%, and I had to pay off buildings. Sometimes I would lose on accounts just to put people in them because I needed people on the team, and I had to grow. At that point, I was doing specials. I was doing stripping wax and floor. That's how I got good at doing floors and kitchens and stuff, because I was taking it all. I'm trying to get the big dollar accounts, the big dollar jobs, so I could put people in my buildings, right? So that was my strategy. But I started to realize that they not getting me closer to real estate because, see, I didn't deal with any realtors. None of them people was mine. So I needed to get to realtors. So what happened was I invested in some business insurance outside of my franchise because I wanted to cut some of them franchise fees. And I find personal insurance broker. I didn't go with a team. I hear a lot of people saying, hey, we got cheap insurance, go with this company. I didn't do that. I went with a person that I could talk to. He was plugged into a group that he invited me to. The rest was history. I ended up investing in the real estate with the guy, friend, and he gave me a nice deal. Well, I don't know if he gave me a nice deal because I don't know what a nice deal was at that time. I just knew he got me qualified and got me in there. But it came from me stepping outside and investing into my business. I was investing into insurance, and I wasn't going with the cheap insurance because the guy had talked about what is my future. He started talking about my children and some other things. So I said, let me invest in what he has going on. And then he turned me on to the guy that put me in the real estate. Well, he didn't put me in the real estate, but he got me. He was a mortgage lender. And then that's what I ended up using. So it's important for you to invest in your personal friends, personal people, and also into business investments, right? So we go into the first venture, we start to build up some. We need marketing over here, so we need marketing over here. So why not build that middle branch to hold everything? So today, and we're gonna go on to the next point today, I just fired my property manager. I was paying my property manager 10% to handle my property. All right. So we got a property that's renting for 1,400 and 1,400. So that's about 2,800 a month. I pay out $1,500 worth of mortgage. So 28.15. I'm profiting. I profit about 12. Let's say 13, but I say 12. All right. So 12, and I'm paying her 255. So about 950. Now let's say 950. I'm putting profit, right? All right. So that business is profitable. From when I got in that in profit, but that was the third. It was a third stream. But what happened was I didn't know about property, man. I knew that I didn't want to manage my property because I so burnt out in my cleaning business that I didn't want to go and have to manage that property too. Like I'm like, man, let me get a property manager. But I didn't know what a property manager was supposed to do. So here I am running my cleaning business, and I'm bubbling that. I got my marketing business. I'm bubbling that. I'm learning how to do that, and then I invest in real estate. And I say, hey, let me get a property manager. You handle that, and I'm just gonna make my money because I'm making 950 plus 950 a month, right? Let's handle this self. That's what I thought. 2 years later, I come to realize that she wasn't doing her part. So I fired her. Now, when I fired her, I realized the reason that I built W.A.D.E Global, my marketing, was so I could handle my cleaning company. I mean, my affairs. So now my VAs manage my property for me, and I have a system in the software that I put them in, and then when they email come in, they let me know what to do. So I built a system that runs as a system so I can accumulate more wealth for my family. Now, inside of that, I have my kids that's invested in real estate. They got a 6%. I showed them how to gain money so they can invest. I have one of my children that's running he's managing the cleaning company. I have my second child I'm looking to gain him to manage the online business. And then my third one, I want me and him start to do that real estate. So that's why I have 3 companies, right? So I know that's a little personal, but that was my whole game plan. So I couldn't stay focused just on the cleaning because I got 3 boys, right? And so all 3 of them need something. So LLC for all 3, and all daddy got to do is just run them up, run their checkup, right? And so that's the reason behind me having multiple streams. Some of us don't have no reason strong enough. I just want multiple streams. Why you, man? So I ain't got to work. You want multiple streams, so you ain't got to work. Come on, fam. Come on, man. You won't believe what I hear, right? So, but the more I realize, all right, let me go out here before I get into something that I let me get out of here, man. Because I stop myself, man, because it's I get too real sometimes. People tell me I'm too real, and then I get to thinking, and I don't want to offend nobody, but some of the mindsets of the people that be around me, some of the mindsets of the things that I hear, it goes it goes in contradiction to what they say they want. And then they don't realize that they say they want this, but their actions are showing this. And then they'll tell me they ain't got to do it the way I do it. So they don't end up doing it at all. But they say they finna do it. But anyway, let's get on back to real estate. I just be having some thoughts on my mind because I tell people something and I show them things, and then they come to me and ask me questions, and then they realize that when I show it to them a different way, then they be like, man, why you didn't tell me this at first? Or they feel like I'm coming kind of hard on them. But the problem is, if I'm telling you something, and you got to have your own experience, right? But if I'm telling you something and you come and ask me the same thing, and then you're not willing to sit down and let's have a coaching session or something like that, then it's really kind of pointless, because I could tell you the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and you still ain't gonna do it. See, what I found out too is that people don't do a lot. They don't do too well. They don't do a lot of the things when they don't have no investment in the game. They don't have no skin in the game, right? A guy put in for coaching. A guy pay for your services. A guy put in something for your coach, for your course. They're gonna finish that thing. They put what I would. I'm gonna tell you where I got that lesson from. I invested in a book. I was making $10 a month. Well, 20 they was taking half. And then I was in a program, and he charged us $3 for the book. Now, so many people went out. They're like, man, we ain't making number 17 cents, $3 for the book. But they said that they think that people wouldn't read it if they didn't charge. So we bought the book. Now, I end up buying a $5 book and a $10 book. Then I started having my people go home and they start buying the books. But what I said is, the reason why I said it is investment. You want to invest in something. You got to invest in your time and yourself, right? I have a train back there coming through. And so I know, man, that's the last time I shaved before I get on here, man. I feel like something I didn't shave. No, I just shaved and try to get on live. I got to keep it real. And then I'm like, man, I feel like I rushed it. But just to be honest, I was leaving the job, left it at 6 or something, get on my live. Let me go ahead and look presentable to get on live. Let me get myself, you know what I mean? Wash my, you know what I mean? So now I feel presentable, but I still feel rushed. You get it? So that's another thing, man. I learn as I do things, right? And as we all self-evaluate on how to become better. That's the best investment. As we're talking about from cleaning to real estate in a matter of years, the best investment is self-evaluation of where you are, where you want to go, and what it takes for you to get there. Now, I say all the time, charisma can get you there, but character is what keeps you there. My character is not built up today to where I want to go tomorrow. Maybe some of yours are, but I got to shave off some stuff, because I know I have to, because when I hit a certain plateau, I'm at a certain plateau in my business, like 380 somewhere through there. I have to be able to cross over. And the reason that I'm not crossing over is because I'm not character ready. It's not because my business is not character ready. And I control the character of my company, the culture, the character, the charisma. That's on me. And so if we not get into a position that I know I want to go, I have to self-evaluate. And to me, I think that's one of the best investments on you that you could have. All right. So real estate investment is a pathway to financial freedom. Real estate investment as a pathway to financial freedom. Yeah. That's all I can say is yeah. Yeah, because when I started studying about real estate, I find out that most of the people that do real estate, most of the millionaires that's in the world own a piece of real estate, right? Billionaires own real estate, right? So I'm like, okay, I want to get money, so let's go into real estate. It's always that. I wanted to do real estate before I actually wanted to do a cleaning company, but my plan was like, how am I going to just jump right into real estate and don't have no money? So when I started my cleaning company, it was just to get money, to get a revenue going, to get a system going to where I could focus on real estate. That's been my whole goal. So the things that I did along the way, when I learned the lessons, I changed them to fit my own plan. Some of y'all listening to people and taking advice because they following their plan, because they telling you to do this, and you thinking this is going to get you to where you want to go. First of all, let's see where we want to go. Let's start with the end in mind. What do you want to do with your cleaning company? What do you want to do with that lawn care service? What do you want to do with that barbershop money? Right? What is it that you want to do with that? Is it in real estate, or do you want to invest in stocks? Or do you want to gamble it all away? What is it that you want to do? Because see, once you get that set, it's going to kick off the money. Let's plan for the next part. And I think you should plan for the next part before you even get to the first part. Because see, what happened when I was financially free, as I said, I didn't know what to do. So again, those that chiming in, I said I was financially free for about 6 months. It was 6 good, strong months too. I'm telling you, 2020 before COVID, man, it was looking good. I was making $5,000 a month. I was paying myself, and I wasn't in none of my buildings. My monthly expense was like $3,500. So that's $60,000 I'm making, bills that everybody paid, and $3,500 I'm living off of. Come on, man. Hey, shoo. Cause see, my real estate paid for itself. I kicked off 950 that to me. No, that was before real estate. Hold up. Tell the story fact. That's the fact. No, that was before. That was 2020. I didn't invest yet. Rewind that don't follow that. No, that's not right. But I was financially free. That's the point. Cause see, I was making $5,000 and my bills was like 3,500. A little extra going out. And the reason that my bills were so low is because a lot of them was business expenses. My gas, business expense. You know what? I'm gonna be real, man. For a while, I never worried about gas. Gas went up, gas went down. I never worried about gas. It's not until recently that I'm actually feeling something because I took like a 10,000. I lost about 120 this year. But not at one time. It's lost over 10,000 a month of recurring revenue. We'll get on that on another video. But the point of this is that I had had business expenses. So once you invest in the business and you invest in the business, you invest in the knowledge, you start learning that your tide, your washing powder, some of your home expenses, your gas, going out to eat sometimes, whatever, supplies at home, toilet paper, tissue, and all that, because you need that type of stuff, right? And especially if you have a home office, some of that stuff is a write-off. So some of them bills that I was swiping with my credit card because my business was making money, I ain't had to live off of that. Again, it's another strategy. Once you start to understand your business, how your business will take care of you, you have to focus on the business so it can take care of you. And after it takes care of you, then you don't have to spend that much money to live because you start to transfer some of your plain expenses over to business expenses. They become business deductions. And when you start to put yourself into position, you start to get into real estate, you can use those deductions or you can take them off. All right? That's something different. All right. Real estate investing is a pathway to financial freedom. What we're going to do? Researching and identifying the profitable real estate opportunities. Now, for me, it was always going to be multi-unit. I was going to either have a duplex or I was going to get a single family home with a blown out basement so I can fix the basement up and put people down. I don't care if I had a family, kids, and everybody. We all going to stay up top, or we're going to stay at the bottom and get the people up top until we get to another position. We got to make the sacrifice. That's why I say if you have someone that's not on the vision, it's called a division. They dividing the vision, and it's going to have some issues. Right? Because I'm not moving in that dream house first. No, I'm with me in the business. I don't care about the dream house right now. I want the house that I bought today to pay for the dream house tomorrow. I want 2 doors a year, right? 2 doors a year for the next 5 years. That's 10 doors in 5 years. That's the goal, right? Now, so when I get to the first house, I said it's going to be a single family home or a duplex. Right. So what I got a duplex. Now I'm looking to buy a single family home. But this single family home has yard. So I can put a house back there. So it has a yard. I'm putting a house back there, right? That's what I'm looking to purchase now. So if I could buy this house and then I could put a house back there, get me a loan, a builder's loan, right? Because you get yourself in position, your business in position, you got your business credit going, all right, and then you got yourself in position with your personal credit as well. I'm big on personal credit. Big. I think that if you go into real estate and your cleaning business and your credit is messed up right now, I think it's a perfect time to start building your personal credit. I don't think that you should focus on a business without building credit too. I just don't see the purpose. Yeah, I want my business credit, but I want credit too. And I don't think you should listen to the people that say no PG, man, because your credit is bad. Get it back good. Come on, everything could be fixed. It takes you 3 or 5 years to fix your credit. So it's going to take you 2 to 3 years to get your business going. So by the time you get your business going, your credit and then you could, that's what happened to me. I'm just saying what I did. When I started my business, I started my credit. It was the same time. And my business started climbing and my credit started climbing. I started paying down these secured cards. I started doing the business credit. I started doing the business credit with the Uline and the Quill and all of those things going up the tiers. Then I got to American Express and they said, hey, would you put your personal guarantee on there? I said, yes. They ran it and I got approved for my business card with my personal guarantee on there. You know what I mean? But that's because I planned for going to real estate in the beginning. And I just really implore you, if you listen right now, I got like 6 people on here right now. If you listen right now, plan for the beginning. Let's chime in and what you want to do. Where's the end goal? What you got? Where's the end goal? Where you want to end up? Right? Is this business that you're doing today the end of it? Is this what you want to retire? I've talked to some people, and that's all they want to do. They just want to build their cleaning business up, and they just want to do, and that's fine. That's not me. That's not me. I got 3 boys. They need, and I need 3 LLCs to pass down. I need you to have a. I need you to have a business. You to have a business. You to have a business when I'm gone. And I need all of y'all to be able to work together. Hence the reason why I put the business together because of the mindsets of my kids. Right? I got a technical guy. He's online. I got another guy. He just really like to work. I got him in the clean. And I got another guy. He like to test stuff up. Hey, we're gonna do this real estate demolition guy. Right? So and guess what happened? They love it. They love it. They love each one of them. But see, I'm not forcing them into that. I'm investing in it for them in the future before they even know. All right. That's what parents do, though. All right. So utilizing profit to invest in other business ventures. Now, this thing says utilizing profits to invest in other business ventures. And I have a couple of things on that, right? Because before I knew I had profit, I was just using the money in my business to invest. What I was doing was setting up, I have a system, right? And I would talk about the system in my course coming up, and I'm going to have, oh, good way to plug this in. So I have people in my W.A.D.E Global that's along with the services. You know, you get your VAs and then you get the software for free with the VAs that run the software so you can focus on another part of your business, right? That's the investment with W.A.D.E Global. We have a wishing ain't doing enough community that is about to launch. I'm working on more of the in-depth stuff that we have that I talk to on my coaching calls. Those that's in here that's on the coaching, more of the in-depth, like the workflows and the automations and more of those things that you can have inside of your software, right? And I have my team to show you how to set things up more, and some of the structures that I put together to build this foundation, right? This is just a foundation for me. 6 years and it's just a foundation. I like to tell people, depending on how you build your structure is how you lay your foundation. Some people just building that one structure up like this, right? They building a house, right? And I'm not knocking nobody. Some people got to want to build a skyscraper. Some people want, so you start with your cleaning. You start to get this other business and going, get them through churning, right? And then you get this other one that depositing money. And then you get, you know what I mean? And that's how I wanted to build it. So my cleaning business was a client of my virtual assistants. I only got virtual assistants because my cleaning business needed it. I needed to build my business with the people in back of me instead of focusing with the people in front of me. Because again, if you were listening this long, you know that the people in front of me wasn't showing up. And I think a lot of investors in their business don't understand that it's 2 ways to build. I mean, it's 4 ways your business can grow, but it's 2 different directions that you're focusing on. You're focusing on the forward, the people that's in front of you, which is the people you see on a daily basis, you work with, and you got people behind you that run your admin, your bookkeeping, your workflows, your animation, your YouTube videos, your social media, your callbacks, you're sending off your emails, answering your emails, all of that other stuff. Man, I got a guy right now, man. Him and his wife was into a business. His wife was doing some of the laborious work, and she was doing it because she's supporting us, the company. Now he got a VA. Now boom. Now look, wife doing something else. You know what I mean? The thing is, I got to learn how to use the system. The system is so, I got to give them, they like, man, you can just put it in there and they do it? Yeah. Just put it in there. Just put it in there. They get to it. They'll let you know when they can get it done and when it's going to happen. All you got to do is just say what you want. Just put it in there and they're going to tell you, hey, yes, sir, we got it. And we're going to start working on it. We're going to give it to this person. We got 10 VAs, 10 of them. They all special. We got one that run ads. We got one that does social media. We got the one that does graphics. We got one that does your video editing. We got one that does your email, your workflows. She's so amazing with workflows. You should see some of the workflows that I have in my cleaning company, right? We got one that creates your forms, your fillable documents. Come on, man. You still creating those? Come on, man. My people signed it in the software. They signed it and I get it and see it right there. All right? Yeah, all of that is done. And that's done for multiple people. And I do it through multiple companies for myself. So I have at least 5 people right now that I'm working with, right? I have 8 total. But I say at least 5 people that I'm working with inside the cleaning company. And I only mess with a couple amount of people because I want to make sure that I know I don't want to scale too fast. I scaled my cleaning company fast. My first year in my cleaning company, I took it to 227,000. I was going to say million, but I took it to about 227. I know I passed $250,000, right? That first year. I would have been a franchise too. But I didn't understand the business. I was just really working. I was working my butt off. I was 18 hours. I got pictures of where I'm falling asleep with a burrito in my mouth because my kids took a picture of me. I was sleeping on it like that. I tried to eat. I just fell asleep with a burrito in my mouth. It was that laborious. I mean, I was that hungry. You think about it, I was coming from a destitute place. I was coming from making what $40. I had made got to $40 a month. And shoot. All right, let me get on back into what we talking about. But no, that's all of that right there. I'm giving y'all, man. That is the history for me. So when you watching me, you're getting this knowledge, you're getting this story, you're getting what's going on, you're getting why I do a lot of certain things. You get that it's all strategic. I'm very analytical. I don't want to say I'm very analytical. They say I'm a sapiosexual. I think a lot. I like the intellect. I'm intrigued with the way people think. So because I like to think, right? And so I think sometimes people don't have that in them. We all are different, right? And I'm not saying everybody should have that. But what I'm saying is if you don't have all of the qualities of a way, willful, assertive, discerning, and empowering, then hey, you got to get some people on the team that you got. You got those willful thinkers, those people that go, I'm very willful in my mind. I gonna get it done. We're gonna do this thing, right? We got to do this thing, right? We're gonna do it. I'm thinking of 5 million in 3 years. My team don't even say 5 million yet. I had one of my people, they can't even say it yet. I said, we're gonna hit 5 million in 3 years. They won't say it. And they said whatever number. What she said, what they say, whatever number you trying to get. And it's not that they don't believe in me. It's that when I told myself I wanted to be a millionaire, I didn't believe it either. I had to continue to say it. Now I done made $1 million in my cleaning company. Now I know I could do it. But before that, I didn't have them to say that. People say I'm gonna be a billionaire. They don't really know what they take. They just be saying that. But when you truly believe, that's when you really convicted. And so I be telling my team, I'm willful. I'm the willful guy. I tell my team now, assertive people, those assertive people, they aggressive, people say, but I like to use the word assertive. W is willful, A is assertive. Now, assertive people, tell you about them assertive people, them the salesmen. They going out, they know what they want. At times, we all a little assertive. I had to be assertive with my business. I had to be assertive with my business. I had to be assertive that I wanted my goals. I had to be very assertive because some people will want to tell you that whatever. They want to tell you whatever. And being assertive is pushing people away. Dude, not listening to them, getting with their get out of my face. And that comes off very aggressive at people. That's another A word. It comes off very cocky or conceited. That's the word. No, I know what I'm going for. When I walk in the room, I know I'm finna close this deal. I know that I'm finna talk to this person. I'm going networking. I know I'm finna talk to people. I know that I'm interested, and I know that people want to hear what I got to say. Right? That's not arrogant. That's the A word, arrogant. That's what they say, arrogant. No, I'm assertive with the way that I'm going when I study. Right? They go to D. Have discernment. Right? I'm studying. Right? Some of us very discerning. See, those discernment people, those are analytical people. You need those people in your team so they can think things out. Right? So you got a willful person that can take you to the next level. You got an assertive person that can, hey, let's go get this thing, let's sell this thing. You got a discerning person. Let's see which area we gonna take over. Have you thought about going this way? And then you got that empowering person. That's the person that goes out and influence others. All right, you empower. So if you have the way philosophy, I got it. Hey, if you like that, I got a test coming out for you. As the way leadership test, you got to see where you are. If you're a W, A, you're a D, or E, and if you're a W, then boom, you okay. You the W, and then you need to find you an A, a D, and an E, and you have a team. You can't build a team without W.A.D.E, right? You can't build a team without all of. You have to have the W, A, the D, E to actually build a team. That's my philosophy, right? Because see, you don't want to build a team by yourself. So I got my team taking the assessment to make sure that I have W.A.D.E and the W.A.D.E team. All right. But and that's an investment. I'm investing in my people, invested in the people around me. I'm teaching, I'm studying, I'm learning, they educating them, I'm empowering them. I might be an E right now. I might be an E. I might be on my E right now. All right. So retirement planning. So the reason that I got into real estate is because for me, I started the game late. Right. I was 37 when I started building my uh, business, and I didn't have no 401k. I didn't go the route that some people went. Right. So I was like, my best way for retirement instead of working till I'm 70 would be real estate because it has passive income. So I'm building up a passive income. We got 950 coming right now. Now, if I need to live off of about $5,000 a month when I'm with my cleaning business, I need to have $5,000 a month in my real estate. So that's 5,000, 5,000, and 5,000 in my marketing. That's $15,000 a month if I ain't doing nothing but making a move, and I'm good. Got to get there. Got to get there. Got to get there, right? Got to get there. But I did have my cleaning company at 5,000 a month without there, so I know I can get there once. And then I am growing the other company right now, so I can see it. I can see that I could get there with the diligence, right? I got to be willful when I do that, right? So let's see. So that's my retirement plan. The reason that I say a retirement plan, what is your retirement plan? Now, let's talk about investments. One of the things that I find that it's a great investment is life insurance. And the reason that I say it's a great investment because a lot of wealth is built through life insurance, right? You had taken a life insurance policy and somebody unforsakenly dies, then you have a kickback on it, right? I never understood why my mama took out life insurance policy on me when I was little. I'm like, Mama, I'm finna live. But just in case, okay, we're gonna be good, right? But it wasn't that thought, right? It's not the way that she's thinking. She might need help to bury and a lot of other things, right? But at the life that I was living, she felt that, hey, I don't know what's going on. And those as a parents, when your children get to a certain age, you'll feel that same thing. You say, man, you know what? But the reason that I brought up life insurance is because of this. I got a grandbaby. She's not even one yet. And I got her a life insurance policy. Now, I would never think that there's going to be wrong with her. I don't never want to know that. But the reason why I got a life insurance policy for her is because it accumulates in wealth. So if I put $100 away, she's not even one yet. $100 away, $100 away a month, $200 away a month. Put money away. When she gets to an age, she'll have some bread. They said if she was 65 and I kept doing this, she'll have $1 million. But that's a long way. But that's one strategy, though. When you start to build up wealth, you want to have multiple strategies. I didn't know that, though. Remember when I said I started late at 37? I started building my business. And so the reason that I brought up life insurance is because you have many different ways to accumulate wealth. You can get into life insurance and then you can actually start putting money away. And in that 10th year, you can, well, it's a roughly 10, you can borrow on that money that's in that policy and that money still grows. Not only that, if you're building your business and you got some money put to the side, see, if you know these goals and you know these things, that 10-year policy that I'm looking to get into, that I'm not in there yet, that 10-year policy is for a real estate purchase down the road. So I need to have my cleaning business being able to kick off an income so I can actually start that 10-year policy and putting that money over there. And so then in that 10 years, whatever going on in my life, I can borrow on that money and then go ahead and invest in real estate, right? So that's my plan. But again, that's another insurance policy. And that's the reason that I want to get it. I want it for the investment benefits. It's like a better savings account. And you accrue money over time, but you have to have that money to where you can consistently put it in and keep doing it. So now that I know that, what's one of the goals? To get that cleaning business to where I can consistently do it. Let's see if you don't have them in that mindset of investing for you don't have that, right? You don't have that, then how do you start to think like that, right? How do you start to put those things in place for yourself? Okay, let's go on down the road. All right, so retirement that way. All right, we got the retirement plan with the insurance, and then with the what we say with the real estate. And the reason that I did the real estate is because I started late. That's when I got into retirement because the Roth IRA and the 401ks and all of the stuff that I was learning and studying didn't apply to me because I didn't want to spend that much time in the job. Then I found out that the 401k was a little funny, but it was cool to put in if they match you. So if I'm getting 3% and they giving 3%, that 3% is free money. So I might as well go ahead and do it. But I wasn't giving nobody that opportunity because I was going to be a business owner. So it didn't work for me. Right. So then I said, well, okay, well, what will work for me since I'm starting at this age in real estate, passive income. I can travel and make money on my real estate investment. So that's a no-brainer for me. So that's my real estate. And that's the reason why real estate came into play for me. It's for retirement. And then I started to see that I have my 3 boys and I'm starting to put that stuff in place. But sometimes when we get into these plans together, we just don't know what we need. Right? And it's okay. Reach out, man. Message me if you need. Let me see if I got some people in the comments. Nobody in the comments today. I do got people watching. Where you watching from? All right, let's talk. Let's talk. Are you looking about? Are you looking? Are you in the cleaning business? Are you looking to invest? Are you looking to talk? Because I want to be able to answer some questions. I don't want to just lecture it out. If that's the case, you will need to go into get a course or something. We're gonna go ahead and get it those so I can go ahead and lecture. I want to talk to people and give them something. Where they might be frustrated at right now, or what they might need next, right? If they're going on my journey, right? If they're heading down that road, right? Because I believe all roads lead to real estate. All roads lead to real estate. Whether you finna buy you a home for you and your family, whether you finna buy you a home to rent it out, whether you finna buy a home for your dog, it's some real estate. You got to put it on a piece of land, right? So all roads lead to real estate for me. And if that's what I'm about. So I think that as uh as we start to build, and we start to get into these ventures. Now, I did give you the plan. I told you what it's about and how the three goes together and running around, investing in real estate for retirement. But one of the things I didn't talk about is how to get there. Right? How to get there? How did you get there? All right. So somebody might say, "Hey man, yeah, you saying this real estate and cleaning the real estate no matter years, it sounds good, but how did you get there? Right? How did you get there?" And let's talk about it. One of the things we can do is proper planning. Proper planning. Talk to someone that will help you plan if you don't know how to plan. So I read a lot of books and I wrote plans down and I started to go over my plans. I started looking at them like, wait a minute, hold up, no, this don't go. I started to write. I had plans on pages and I put them together. It was like a real thing. Like I'm writing when I get something, I'm writing it down, and I had time to do that, right? But now we out here, and we a lot of people don't have time. This is where you save time, or I don't like to use the word save. Let's say this way. This way you invest your time better by talking to someone that's a little further ahead. Your investment in the time would cut your time down to getting you what you need to get quicker. So when you get into the business, when you start getting your LLC, those that have an LLC, go down there and see where you are with your paper. Do you owe utility bills? Are you on child support? Do you have that history of what my guy had? Medical bills are not on there. So, but you might be running because you got medical bills, and you're like, man, my credit messed up. Medical bills might, I don't think they show. According to the last thing I was on, it doesn't mess you up for that. But what is that? Where you get your LLC, you get your business license, get your credit check too. I have an ebook coming out that's gonna give you the 10 essential steps of getting this all together. Now it is gonna be for my new entrepreneurs and my budding entrepreneurs that's going up. I wanted to have something that I could give to somebody starting off and more in the middle. So we have some marketing tips that I use to actually grow my personal brand that has me working with clients and actually how to grow my cleaning business as well. It's going to be involved, and we have some financial setups that I use. Right, that's going to be in the free ebook too. I'm gonna get it away free because I wanted to make sure I got something to give first. So I'm gonna get it away free, and what I'm gonna talk about is the how. How did I get there? Now, how I got there was I set up a system. Now, when I had this system, I had my money set up in certain places. When I started making money, all that money wasn't mine. I started segmenting my money over certain places, and I put them in certain banks for a certain reason. I had the money that I invested in strategically. I didn't know that I was going to invest from this bank account when I started it, but I knew why I started it. I had this bank account. It's only two of them in my area, and I didn't get a credit. I mean, I didn't get a debit card or a check. I had to go and drive the down and put the money up, and I had to go take the money out. Now, when my money came in, I get a $10,000 check. I get a $19,000 check. You think I had a problem with going to take that money and put it in an account? I didn't. Never did. Never had a problem. I found time to go take it over there. Man, let me take his money drop over here because that account was rising. I didn't even know how much money was in it. I didn't want to know. That's another thing. I didn't want to know how much was there. I just was putting money there. Just drop it, right? But when I needed it, it was a challenge to go back and get it. I would rather go borrow it from somebody else and go pick it up and take it back and give it to them another way. Man, I'm not gonna go out there and take that money, man. Hey, can you cash out me some money? I give it right back to you, bro. I got the check coming. I give it right back to you. So I would rather borrow some money than go out there. Now, Another thing about borrowing money. Let me give you some more tips. When I knew I was getting into real estate, I started borrowing money from people around me at what they was comfortable lending me money. Now, it doesn't mean that I needed to borrow the money. It needed that I needed to build up the trust in them to let me borrow some money because I want to be able to borrow money from them when I want to have real estate investments in the future. Okay. That might be a little much right there. It might be a little much, but I'm gonna give you this one, right? So when I started borrowing from my mom, I borrowed $50 from my mom. I asked her for $500, and she said she wouldn't give it to me. So I said, "Mama, let me get $50." Right? Then I didn't need the $50. When she gave me the $50, I gave her back 75. She said she didn't want the 75, but I borrowed the $50, and next week I gave her back 75. I asked my auntie. I said, "Aunt, can I borrow $200?" She said, "You can have $200." I said, "No, I'm gonna borrow $200," and she said, "All right, cool." She gave me the $200, and I gave her back $220 and a couple of them. I think about 225, right? So I gave her interest. She didn't want the interest either. But what I was doing was, I gave it to him early. And I gave it to him early. Now, my thing is this. I say it's mentality, not money. Who does not want to lend you money and get it back early with interest? So I was conditioning my family to trust me to borrow money and know the read how they were going to get it back. Although they say they didn't want it, they didn't give it back when I gave it. So I have access. My mama just asked, I got a text right now. She asked me, I want to borrow 600. I'm going through something right now. I said, "No, mama, I don't want it right now. I don't need it." Right. But I strategically did that. She would do. She didn't. She wouldn't give me 500 last time. I done got 2,000 from my mama throughout these years. Now she should ask me for 600. I call one of my homeboys. He'll give me 1,500 right now because I built it up. I built it up. Now I don't have too many people that I can call and get 1,500, but I do got a couple. I got a couple. All right. Now, how did you build up to get people that want to get 10,000, 20,000? All right. So that's why I'm going in with that. All right. So we just talking a little bit about the mindset, and I was talking about what was this song? Emergency. Oh, I didn't even talk about the emergency fund. I was actually talking about the breaking down of the structure and how I invested. That's where the emergency fund came into. So it came in from that principle because the emergency fund was the first thing that I started on when I was away. I wanted to get $1,000 emergency fund. Once you have $1,000 set to the side that you call emergency fund that you're not using, your whole life changed. The vision of what you're doing is changed. What you see money as is changing, and a lot of us don't have $1,000 set to the side that they can use when they need it. Now, running multiple businesses, I have dipped into that $1,000 just to be real because I've been addicted to credit cards to make this thing work. You know what I mean? Just to be real. That's one thing about being outside. Man, you ain't finna get on me, my guy. Man, but I wanted to sit outside because my lives will go a little bit better. I'm a more freer outside. I feel the atmosphere, uh, people in the house. I mean, I got people, grandbaby stuff in the house. It feels a little better out here, and more people tune on my live when I'm outside. So I'm like, and I had a couple of people in here. We didn't got up, but and it's a better conversation, I believe. But so outside live, you see my outside live, make sure you tune in because we're gonna go in. All right, but I want to talk about the emergency fund because when I was only making $20 a month and they was taking 10 and I had $8 left and I sent no, I had 10. I sent the reason why I had $8 because I sent $2 to a spiritual father that I was listening to his book, reading his books, and I sent him $2 checks. That's all I had, but I sent him a $2. We could write it out and you could send it to him, and he sent my little $2, every time. And when I was doing that, I was growing money out of $8, out of $10, sending somebody two, and my money was still growing because I bought cookies and a honey bun. And I two for one it out, two for one it out, two for one it out, and I built it up. And my first goal that I had, what I was doing, is was to have $1,000 sent to the side. Now you may say, how can you get $1,000 with some honey bun and a cookie? All right, we're not gonna go into that on this one, man. We're not gonna go into that one on this one, but just know I'm about a business investment, right? So as you invested in business, you start to do your numbers, you start to look at your numbers. I'm a numbers guy. You start to check your numbers, you start to realizing how things can go. You start to segment your numbers in finance. No, you start to segment your finances in percentages. Don't say I'm gonna put $100 here. What does that $100 represent? Is that 20% or is that 30%? Is that 10% or is that 5%? Because if you start to learn that, then you can start gauging how much money you put in. Because now I'm putting in 6%, right? You think about it. When them people came and said, "Hey, we're gonna invest into your IRA," then they said they're gonna take 2 to 3 or 4%. I don't know. I've never had that, but I just thought from the lessons that I got, they said if your people going to match you 3%, put up the 3% in there. That's just what I heard. Now, those that may have an IRA or 401k or whatever that is, did they do it by percentages of your check? So if you made more, did I take out certain percentages? What about the taxes? Do they do it a certain percent? I did not know. They just had a lump sum that came out. I knew if I made more overtime, they're gonna take out some more. And I don't know if they did it by percentage or they did it by cruelty, but they used to take it. But now I got pre-tax dollars. Look different here. Look different over here. Pre-tax dollars look different over here because you can start to take out money when you need to take out money. I hope I don't get in trouble saying that. And then you can start to invest, or you forgot, or you can start to deduct certain things that you spend your money on because you need it for a business. Then you say, hey, I don't want to take no deduction because I need that for a real estate investment. So you can take deduction for a couple of years, change up your strategy, take no deductions, and now here you in position to invest. Right. So put the $1,000 emergency fund is what it all started with. You start with $1,000 emergency fund. I would suggest that everybody right here in your personal life save your $1,000. Now in your business side, it may I got a profit account that look funny right now, and I'm just being honest. It's looking funny right now, but it got some money in it. It got some money in it. It's not where it's supposed to be, but it ain't where it was. It's one of them things. But what I'm saying is, I could see what's working though. I implemented this system and I implemented on how I strategically started putting my money in certain places again. Because see, when you started making a lot of, I don't want to say a lot. When you start making more, you start to get away from what you did to get there sometimes, right? You start to get relaxed. And so the way that I was structuring my finances before, when I was making 20,000 a month, because I was making 20 a month. And I was structuring, taking tools, and you know what I mean? You see how I penny pinched that and made that work. When I started making 20 a month, 20,000 a month, it was like, I take care. You in there $200, I got that, man. Don't worry about worry about something else, but don't even worry about the light bill. I got that. What 350? Is that what you worry about? I got that, man. Let me take care of that for you. I wasn't doing none of that. I was in the club when I take out my board, my people, man, I got y'all, man. Y'all, it's on me tonight, right? That was a waste of time. But it was a great experience because the thing that I realized is that you lose some of the lessons when you start to get some of the blessings. You lose some of the lessons. A lot of people say you got to humble you, and I don't like when people say that because I don't believe that people want to humble. Like I get hurt to be humbled. I think I get taught lessons, but I don't know if that's the humbling I like. I do know when I get an overwhelming surprise, that's very humbling. Like when people say, man, you changed my life with what you're saying. When people tell me, man, Wade, I tap into you, that's humbling to me. When I got 20 people that I run, that's a humbling thing. I got 20 people that run my business and that I run the ship for. Let me say it correctly. I don't run people. No, let me say it correctly before I get miscrewed. I got business that I run and 20 people that I need to take care of. And that's humbling to me. Right? It makes me work hard and make it happen. So I know I done got off subject a little bit. Where we at? What time we at, man? We done went on the live for an hour. Let's see. We got some comments. We got some comments. We got no comments. Okay. Well, I used to get more comments when I loaded up in my group, but they took it away from me doing it in my group. So I don't know if I'm getting comments. Let me see if I can jump into the group, see if I have something in the group. Let me see. The group might be buzzing and I can't see it. Is the group buzzing and I can't see it? Is the group buzzing? Let me see. Oh, unlock financial freedom. How do I get to the group? I'm sorry, people. I'm trying to get to the group to see if what we got going on. Who we got on here? I know we got some people on here. Nobody want to talk to me today? I'm not gonna be able for y'all to talk to me. I talk to y'all, but I just want to see. People chimed in. They done seen it and everything. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all chiming in. But man, dude, that's cool. I just seen the numbers of the people that were. That's cool. Now see, that's humbling. That's humbling because I remember when I started and it was just I 3-4 people, and now I'm being consistent and people saying they like their content, and it's just it's a humbling feeling. But I definitely want to say, man, get into real estate, man. How that plan set up? Is it before or after you want to? What you want to do? Do you want to move later? Do you want to get into what, beautician, or you want to do hair? What else you want to do? If you want, I would say don't do hair. If you want to do hair and you got a cleaning company, oh wow. Oh, unless you're doing hair and then running your cleaning company, it's got a system. But then you might have learned how to build that system from doing hair, and now you know how to build systems. So now you got a system to run your cleaning company, and you should have the same system to market and run your hair. You know what I mean? That's why I come in, to show you where the system is in the middle, to put it all together and make it work seamlessly. All right? Wishing I ain't doing enough. I'm out of here. Peace. Do you got any questions? Let me got it in my life. I'm a fool, man. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I still got some people watching. Y'all watching me in? Y'all ain't gonna say nothing to me? I'm out of here. Peace.